What's good? What's going on, guys? So, real quick before the video starts, I just wanted to explain what's going on. Basically, on stream last night, we took the time to make a tier list. I was pushing trophies. I played against Surge, Gale, and Mr. P over and over and over and over, and I lost my cool. I was smacking my desk. I was throwing Spike around. I was just very upset. And so we took like 30 minutes to make this tier list. Hopefully we see some balance changes soon. I don't know when. I have no idea when that's coming, but we need them bad. And I think this tier list will kind of explain everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like the video, like the video. I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you later. Brawl Stars brawler tier list. Maybe put it in the center of the screen. It's whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't really care. Okay. Obviously, in the broken category is Surge. Everyone knows that Surge, Mr. P, and Gale. I mean, like, you play the three brawlers together, and they have like an 80% win rate. It's obvious. I think Surge, although you play the three of them together, they're all really good. But I think that Surge is head and shoulders above the rest. And I also just think Gale and Mr. P deserve to be in the S tier category. I might add Max and Sprout in here too. It's not confirmed yet. It's kind of weird because I don't know. I might bump these up and then put like Max and Sprout here, but we'll get to that later on. So anyway, Gale, Mr. P. It goes without saying that they're both ridiculous. All three of these together in like every single game mode all have like an 80% win rate. It's just beyond broken. Over 100 people have a rank 35 Surge this season, and there's still a week left. So that speaks miles. Meanwhile, we'll just throw in one at the bottom here. We have Shelly up next. No one has a rank 35 Shelly. In fact, people are struggling to even get Shelly to 1,000 trophies. That's how bad she is. I feel like we should make an F tier for Shelly. Add row below. Awful. And we're gonna put Shelly there, and we'll change the color of this one to purple because why not? Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's we got Shelly done there. Very nice. Shelly's easier to rank 35 than some brawlers, but very hard. It just, no one has Shelly above 1,000 trophies. There's like 4 people maybe. Okay, who do we got next? We got Nita. Now Nita, I feel like, is actually pretty good. You guys might disagree with this, but I think Nita's actually a pretty solid brawler overall. I'm gonna put Nita in the B tier. I think an A would be too good because we're gonna have people like Max and Sprout probably in the A tier, depending on how it rounds out. I think putting Nita, especially with the Hyper Bear and her gadget, definitely a B tier. And yeah, I don't know, Hyper Bear, gadget. The only reason she's not an A tier is because they nerfed her gadget. If she had 3 gadgets again, she'd be in A tier 100%. You checked and there's a 1050 Shelly and no one higher. You see my point. She's not good in Brawl anymore. She's okay. She just kind of gets outclassed. Who do we got next? Okay, we got Clot, aka Colt. Now they added some new heist maps recently where Colt's actually pretty decent. I think Colt's a C tier brawler, dude. Colt's C or D. I'm gonna give him C tier, but I think they've added a lot of maps lately that kind of complement Colt, and that gives him a little bit higher tier. Normally, like without the new heist maps and stuff, I think Colt would be terrible. But yeah, I think we're also gonna put Bull in the C tier too, because Bull's not great, but he's still like the best pick in heist. But every other mode he can't be played in, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, that's just that. Bull's F. Well, no, Bull can dominate in heist. You think Bull should be lower? Bull's F. Bull's D tier. Bull's D tier. Okay, well, we'll put Bull in D tier. I say D. He's starting to fall out of heist. Okay. All right. That's fair. I don't play heist. I don't know the meta, but okay. We're getting a lot of D tiers, a lot of D tiers in chat. Okay. All right. Now, look, obviously we should put this one up here. We'll just settle that right away. It's really not a big deal. Moving on to Brock. I think Brock's actually really good. I think Brock's A tier, maybe B tier. Like, if we had to put them in order, I think we just put Brock up here. Like, top of B. Top of B. Bottom of A. I might bump Brock up. I might bump Brock to A tier. That's not confirmed yet. Like, I'm gonna figure it out as I go along. But Brock is borderline A tier, definitely B tier. That's that. Let's take a look. Dynamite. Yeah, I don't know. I think Dynamite. I think Dynamite could go in the awful category. Just point blank, like, I don't know. I think, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think Dynamite should be in the awful category or D? I'll let you guys decide this one. What are you guys picking? I'm kind of torn. Yeah, F tier. This is below F tier, dog. This is just awful tier. He's awful. Dynamite awful for sure. Awful. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna add a new row because I feel like some people are gonna look at this and be like, "Why is Jesse in the top tier?" Well, personal favorite. Okay, let's just put personal favorite, and we'll just, some people might look at the tier list and be like, "Oh, okay, this guy has no idea what he's talking about." And we don't want that to happen. No, wait. Broken. Okay, and we'll fix that. Personal favorite. Okay, that's fine. There we go. All right. We'll just add another tier to the list. I think we're gonna keep Dyna in the awful category. Obviously, Jesse's personal favorite category. Now, Bo's gadget, his latest one that came out, I think puts him pretty high up, dude. I think, like, he can't win a lot of matchups, which is kind of bad. But I think we're gonna have. I think we're gonna put Bo in A tier. I might put him into B, like high B, like Brock. I might even bump Brock up at some point, but I think Bo's new gadget, obviously you guys know, he just detonates his mind just immediately, and with the stun accompanied with that, it's we all know what's going on. Okay, he's just a really good brawler. That's that. Okay, now we have Tick. I feel like with Sprout being so good, I feel like Tick, it just isn't as high up there anymore. I think Tick would be fair in like a low B or high C category. I'm gonna give Tick the benefit and put him into. I'm gonna put Tick in C tier. I think Tick's fine. Tick would be higher if Sprout didn't exist. We all know that. And yeah, Tick B tier. C too low. Tick's still annoying for map control. I'm unsettled on that. I feel like I'm really indecisive. I'm going to be shuffling these around as we go along. None of these are set in stone. I think Brock should be probably A tier, but I'm trying to be diligent with, like, and specific with putting people in high tiers. So we'll play around with this. Tick's definitely better than Colt. That's for a fact. I think 8-Bit's also in the D tier. I think 8-Bit gets outclassed by everyone pretty much. It's not a good brawler. I think 8-Bit sucks. And that's that. Maybe for Showdown, he's good. I don't even know if that's true anymore. How would you nerf 8-Bit? Or how would you nerf Surge? I would nerf Surge by making his super take longer to get. And obviously nerfing tier 4. Reducing range on tier 3. Nerfing tier 4 just all around. And making it take longer to get a super. I might even rework his gadget too. Just everything about Surge is broken. Gadget, super, star powers, everything just busted on him. It's ridiculous. Okay, now we have Ems. I think Ems is in C tier. I think she's better than Colt. I think she's better than Tick. But I think Ems is high C tier. You think Ems is A tier? Are you out of your mind? Look, man, the reason Ems fell off so hard on the list is because her gadget sucks. Like, Ems used to be a broken brawler, but they nerfed her gadget, and it's terrible, and it just doesn't suit her anymore. And therefore, you can't get people off of you. So when people get close to you, you can't get them off of you, and you get killed. So she used to counter tanks a lot, but she still does, but she used to do it better. And that's why I think M's is C tier, maybe B tier. We'll figure that out. I feel like we're putting a lot of people in the C tier, but I feel like Primo and I feel like Primo. Primo might be B tier, dude. What do you guys think about that? I'll let you guys pick. I'm having a hard time putting Primo in a spot. Primo's high C. What do you guys think? Primo isn't worse than Nita. Primo D. High C. High C. High C. Everyone says high C. So what? You guys think this should be it? You guys think this should be a tier list? Does that look better for you guys now? I know you guys weren't happy that we put M's in C tier, but I don't think M's is that good. I just think Need is a underrated brawler for sure. Okay. Anyway, now we have Barley. I think Barley might be the highest C tier brawler or the lowest B tier. That's like the one where I'm really kind of on the border about. He just gets clapped by Sprout. It's like, why play Barley when you have Sprout? I'm gonna put Barley in B tier. I'm gonna put him up. I think Barley's pretty decent. Barley's not awful now. No, Barley's not bad. Barley in like Siege and Heist and stuff, Barley does really, really well. I think Barley for sure B tier, and that's not even disputable. Okay. We all know what's going on. Okay. We know Poco with the gadget, with the capo, is just ridiculously just OD. Super broken. Again, undisputable. He's probably at the top of A tier. Yeah, it's just broken. I think Rose is in. There's so many brawlers now. This is getting taxing on my brain. Rosa definitely B or C tier. I think Rosa might be up here. We're gonna round this out. Like, I have to wait till everything's on there and then I can restructure it better. But yeah, Rosa's still decent. Yeah, I think Rico's decent too. But Rico's probably like down here. I don't think Rico's that great right now. I'd probably also, yeah, I don't think Rico Love. No, I don't think Rico's good at all. He's too like map specific, and even then, it's like he gets 3-shot by Sprout and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I need to justify a lot of my lower tier picks because of my higher tier picks, right? Like, we still have, like, all of my A tier brawlers aren't even on the board yet. Daryl's low B, mid C. Yeah, okay, so we got Daryl coming up next here. Where am I putting Daryl? You think Primo should be lower and Daryl should be higher? I think Primo's underrated in general. Like, I watch players from EU play, and they clap with Primo, dude. They pop off, and I don't understand how they do it. That's why Primo's up there for me. I watch players from around the world play Primo, and for some reason, like in NA, just no one plays Primo. But in, like, Europe, they body kids with Primo on, like, a regular basis. And that's that. Point blank, period. Okay. My C tier is really filling up here, but I think Penny's probably in C tier too. I don't think Penny's great anymore. She is getting a new gadget soon, I think, though. Or maybe it's already out. I'm just delusional. But I think Penny's probably in the C tier. Okay, I'm gonna put Penny just right here. I'm gonna just throw her in there, get it out the way. I think Carl's A tier. We'll get that one done. We'll get that one done nice and easy. I'd argue that Jackie's also an A tier. Actually, I'm gonna put Jackie high B. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that one. I don't know. I'm gonna keep Jackie at the top of B. I think Piper's in B, just probably like here maybe. I think Pam's fantastic right now. Sorry, I'm kind of speeding through a little bit of that. Are brawlers ranked inside of their tiers? Yeah, I kind of had them in order. I'm gonna reshuffle them around as we progress a little bit, but I think Pam is just really, really good right now. I think you need to drop some of the C down to D and some of the B down to C. Yeah, I just wish there was like a... The problem is people think D tier brawlers are awful. There's just a lot of brawlers. And obviously, like, the top fraction's gonna be really... Like, this is just how Brawl Stars is, where the top half is very few, the bottom half is very few, and then the middle is just everyone else. There's a clip yesterday in stream that I made a tier list, and it literally just had Gale, Surge, Max, Mr. P, Sprout, Shelly, Jesse, Bull, and like someone else at the bottom, like Dynamite, and then everyone else was in the middle. So that's pretty much how it is. We'll keep it moving though. I think Frank's also gonna be like, I think Frank might be up here, like here. I think Frank, he's better than Rosa, that's for sure. I think Frank might be like right here. I'm not really set on that either. The balance is really good if you take out the bottom and top 3 brawlers. Yeah, if you just eliminated them. 100%, right? Okay. A lot of the, like, we've done a lot of the mid-tier brawlers. Like, I can skip around and put a bunch of brawlers in A tier, and that would make everything make more sense. Like, for example, if we just did this, we put this, we did this, we did this, and that is all of my A tier brawlers, maybe. I think just so I added Max, I added Sprout, I added Jean to the top of A tier. I put Tara in the bottom. Oh, I added Max, Jean, and Sprout to the top of A tier, and I put Tara at the bottom of A tier. She's probably even higher. She's probably like right here. And Sandy in A tier as well. Probably above Poco. Like something like that. And for all the Mortis mains, we'll just put him here. Maybe. I'm not set on that, actually. I'm gonna take him back. Okay, so now does it make more sense? Like, we just had... Like, it looked so imbalanced before because we had so many mid-tier brawlers. But now we just added all the top-tier brawlers to their proper spots. And, yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with Carl being higher, too. I think Carl's probably here. And I think Pam's probably here. And Tara's here. Put Sprout to S? I was thinking about putting Sprout in S. I wanted to limit S, though. S is like a god level tier. It's just Surge is like... Surge is pretty much an SS. And then S tier is like... I would probably bump Sprout up. I would bump Sprout up to S tier if I could. I'm gonna put Sprout in S. And yeah, I think... Okay, let's continue on. We have BB. I think BB's just another mid-tier brawler. She's probably... This is a tough one. A lot of these, like... A lot of the... From, like, bottom A down to D doesn't really matter. As weird as that sounds, it's just, like... I don't know. They're all just, like, kind of... You could throw them around, and there's not really a wrong order because there's so many of them. Um, okay. Some people are saying put Max in S tier. That's fine. I'd put them up there. But I don't think Max is like dummy broken. Actually, like Max at least is playable against. You know what I mean? Like if you don't have one and they have one, you can at least play. You can. I think you can play around Max. You cannot play around these brawlers though. I might even bump Surge. I mean Gale and Mr. P up to broken tier. This is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna settle a lot of people's nerves. Okay, how about that? Does that look better? Does that more well-rounded for everyone now? Are we okay? I think you've not been watching competitive Max. Probably. Carl S tier? No, I don't think so. They banned her for a reason. I didn't watch anyone ban Max. Maybe then bump some A to S tier. No, you don't bump. Like S tier is like a coveted spot. Not everyone just gets S tier. You know what I mean? You have to be like really really good to get S tier. Okay. Let's continue on with the list and we'll rearrange it as we go along. Now BB. Now I think BB's probably about here. I don't know, man. You don't really see anyone play BB anymore. I would probably put BB here. I'm a little personal bias. I like BB. What's Jesse? Personal favorite category. It doesn't matter. I put Jesse in broken, but I didn't want people to think I was like an idiot, an idiot, you know. So, I put B down here. B is awful right now. I don't know what it is, but I don't think B's good at all. Call me crazy. Call me crazy, but I don't think B belongs anywhere near anything. P can be countered, at least. I wouldn't say he's broken. So you think it should look like this? B's really good? What you mean? What do you guys think of B? I'm having trouble placing her somewhere. People are saying that she doesn't belong that low. What do you guys think? Do you think I had that right in like mid C or no? B, like the reason B falls so low is because Mr. P is so high. He's a direct counter, and when people are playing Gale, Mr. P, Surge, you're never going to win with B. Yeah, I stand by that. It took me a second to process that. I think B's awful. B's B? Oh, B's not B. I think Nani's pretty high up here. I like Nani, and I think Nani is probably like here. Nani's low A? Yeah, that's right around where I got her. You had B right, to be honest. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Thanks for having my back. I think Spike is probably I think Spike might be here. That's also a little bit biased, so I like Spike. You think Nani's an A tier? I think you underestimate Frank. I wouldn't have a problem putting Frank higher. I didn't know. I'm just kind of waiting till everything's set in. I think Crow is awful. Probably better than Rico. Not better than Tick. Right? I think Frank might be better than Jackie now that I think about it. So you think this should be like this? Crow's S here to no, Crow sucks. Come on, man. Give me a break, man. Crow and Showdown probably same with Leon. Yeah, I'd put Leon down here too. I think Leon's terrible. I'd probably put Leon above Colt and Rico though. Maybe not. Maybe like this. Rico's not that bad. Well, you think C tier is like unplayable brawlers. Like you're getting it confused. You think because they're low, they're awful. They're not awful. There are just brawlers that are better than them. Doesn't mean that they're bad. Like you're getting it confused with like, oh, if a brawler's D tier, you literally can't play them. That's not accurate, man. And I think Mortis is probably up here. Maybe the bottom of A tier. We'll just satisfy some people and put them up here, okay? We'll just... I don't know. I'm torn. I know a lot of people like Mortis. I know a lot of people like Mortis. But how are we feeling? I might put Nani up here, actually. Mortis B. That's a good spot. Okay, well, it's here or here with Mortis. It's not really... I think Mortis is top 10. Just your opinion. Put Nani in C? I don't think so. Carl's not S tier? No, I think S tier should be reserved for like a very like coveted spot. I think it had like it should hold weight in saying that a brawler is S tier. What do you guys think? If you guys enough people vote, I'll put Carl in S tier. But I think like A tier is personally fine. But I think this is a pretty solid list. Like you could argue that a high A tier is a low S tier. Like there's not much of a difference between here and here. I think this is pretty good. The problem is like I said, a lot of it's mid tier. The cool thing is though, is you can see clearly which brawlers need buffs. Like I didn't hesitate to put people in the top or bottom, but like organizing them structurally down here is a little bit different for me. I think it's okay though. I think this is pretty like it doesn't really matter. Everything gets kind of skewed and mixed together at the bottom. It doesn't matter too much. But for the most part, I think it's okay. So clearly you can see who needs nerfs. These 5 brawlers. Watch. I guarantee you when they come out with balance changes, whenever they get back to work, it's going to be like a surge nerf and that's it. And we're going to be like, are you kidding me? It's going to be awful. I'm not expecting it to be good. Okay, anyway, sidetracked. I think this is the final list. This is pretty well-rounded, I think. I should probably have more brawlers in D tier, though. Well, really, you could put these... These are pretty much here. I just wanted to explain how bad these 2 brawlers are. Alright, let me stop recording now.